Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon or Rising, and it's weekly reading for December 9th to the 15th. Aquarius, this week we have the Leap Oracle card, very similar to the Fool energy, that one. We have the Queen of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So really interesting. Some of you are definitely getting that empowerment to leave an unfulfilling situation and go on in search of that missing piece that's going to lead to, that fulfilled reality, that harmony, that best life. Now, I'm just going to start by reading out that Leap card. It's just very, very similar to the Fool, guys. But, okay, here it goes. You go first, the universe will catch you. Life bends for the courageous. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap, to throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know what you are being called to leap towards or away from, but you're scared to make that move. Or perhaps you're waiting for a big sign or permission to do so first. If this is you, then this card is your sign and your permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknowing. Yeah, so you are being called to trust a new path, to have that restored faith and hope, to walk a new journey, even though you may not know at this stage what the destination is going to be, where you're heading. It's just knowing when to actually begin walking a new path, because the one that you're on has either come to an end or isn't heading in the direction that you desired. It's heading, maybe it's a bit of a road to nowhere. So we want to get on a different path. So let's start down here. Yeah, look, I feel like whatever the situation is that you are being called to leap away from, and then, start a new chapter from there, I feel like you have been courageous. You have tried to push through with the situation. I feel like for a lot of you, the situation, whether it's in love, work or business career, I feel like you might have had to meet it with some kind of, resistance or persistence. I feel like it could have triggered for some of your inner demons, some of those emotions that from the past that you might have thought were, dealt with and that kind of thing. This person here has all these wands coming up at him and he's constantly having to fight them off. So I feel like the situation that you were in may have been a bit of a struggle, a bit of a battle. Those inner phantoms coming up, that voice in your ear, that gut feeling that just says, I just don't know if this is the right situation. And if it's, taking a lot of our energetic resources and, we're feeling like we have to fight it constantly, it's probably not the best situation for us. And we have that with the Two of Pentacles, which is that indecision. So there could have been a lot of good in that situation. Actually, we can see that you've got 8 cups in this situation, but, there's a fundamental piece missing. So I feel like sometimes you go, okay, no, this is good. I can carry on with this job, this relationship. And then all of a sudden the pentacles would shift. The other one would be up in the air and you go, you know what, no, I just don't think I can stay in this. I think I'm going to have to leave. And that's what leads to that feeling of inner challenge, that feeling of instability, of not having 2 feet on the ground, of tumultuous emotions. Maybe some of you felt, anxious or even depressed about this. So this is the energy that we need to release, because by being stuck in this energy, it's very difficult to move forward, and it's definitely difficult to make strong, calculated, instinctual decisions from this place. So it's a place of being out of balance, being out of alignment, and, really having to try really hard to make a situation work. But, change is definitely upon you this week, guys, because we have that Page of Swords. Now, this can be the Wind of Change card. It can be the initial rumblings of new progress. It can be you being ready to rise up powerful and start making, the right decisions for you in order to walk a new path. This could also be you, in your air sign glory here, Aquarius, feeling a sense of youthful energy, of being regenerated. And from that place, it's a great place to then be able to take action. This person is feeling, look at how large he is in scale. I think you're going to feel like you have the courage, the bravery to really, start seeing in the what is right for you and taking those initial steps in order to leap away from something in order to leap toward what you really want. Because also this week we have the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, okay. So you are being called to evoke the Queen of Wands, who is all about making instinctual, calculated decisions to move her life forward for the better. She is determined, she's a visionary, she can see, that there's a greater future out there for her. Even though she might not know exactly what that destination is, she knows that, through having that forward thinking and everything will work out. She knows how she can manifest, new abundance, a new chapter, that kind of thing, and take the right action in order to get there. And that right action that you might be called to take this week, Aquarius, is to turn your back on the current situation and begin leaping away from it. Because although you have eight cups of fulfillment in the situation, there is one fundamental piece missing. It's like doing that jigsaw puzzle and getting down to the last few pieces and then realizing one is missing, and you can never complete that picture. So I really feel that many of you are desiring that 9 or 10 of Cups reality, and the only way to get it is to, turn your back, leap away from that situation in order to leap towards your best life. And I think if you're honest with yourself, Aquarius, like deep down, intuitively, you've probably known for a while that this move was inevitable. But many of us stay in a situation well beyond its used by date, because change is scary. But you have that wind of change, that youthful, fresh energy, that gust of fresh air behind you this week in order to help you make this move. Because Aquarius, you know what the most exciting thing is about this reading? We end on the Knight of Cups, who is here to bring you that missing piece. So in your near future, I feel like some of you will encounter a situation where you might actually begin to complete that puzzle. And that is because you had the courage to take a leap of faith, to walk a new path. And this is the promise. The promise is that you will find that peace that you were looking for. Now this could be a new love offer coming in, to bring you to that 9 or 10 of Cups reality. It can also be, if you think this is a work reading for you, it can be a new role, opportunity, business partnership that is going to fulfill you on an emotional level and lead to more harmonious times. It can also be a water sign person, Pisces, Scorpio or Cancer, coming in some way to help you complete that picture. But I just think it's so great how, through walking away from a situation that doesn't fulfill you, sometimes you end up walking into that missing piece. Aquarius, I'm going to leave it there. It's a beautiful reading. Have the courage to take that leap this week. There is a new chapter ready to open up for you. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so not every Aquarius's week will unfold this way. Feel free to leave me a comment. I always love to know how it's playing out in your daily life, and I'll see you back here next week for another reading.